Hey everybody, All Faith Minister David Essel here again with you with a new type of sermon we're going to talk about today. And this is a song I absolutely love. And it's about putting things into action. It's about really acting in life the way that you want to act. P.O.D is the name of the group, and the song is called Alive. And I want you to check it out. Google it on the internet. It's an awesome song. It's a rockin' song, you know. Lots of songs that I happen to like are rockin', and they fit right into our spiritual path. It's amazing. Now, listen to this. As the opening stanza of this song, every day is a new day. I'm thankful for every breath I take. I won't take you for granted, so I learn from my mistakes. And it goes on, but think about that when we're walking our path of God. I won't take you for granted. I'm gonna rock, I'm gonna be alive, and I am not gonna take you for granted. I'm gonna be thankful that you are in my life, that this divine energy is in my life, that this divine power is in my life, that it surges through me and it surges through everyone. And I'm welcoming all Buddhists and Muslims and Hindus and Christians and people from all walk of life. I welcome you to come on in and sit down and have fun with our sermons here, you know, because that's what it's about being more alive and honoring our own individual path while allowing others to have theirs as well. Now the chorus is incredible. And again, this is P.O.D. is the name of the group, Alive is the name of the song. I feel so alive for the very first time, I can't deny you. I feel so alive for the very first time, and I think I can fly. You know, when we're on this incredible path, we're going to hit this stage. You know, where I can't deny your presence, God, your presence in the sunrise, the sunset, your presence in the kiss of my lover, the presence in the smile of my children, the presence of nature, the presence of, oh my Lord, I just can't deny you, and I feel so alive. Isn't that an amazing feeling? And you might not be there right now. And so just like we're saying with all these sermons, that means you got to act. You got to do something, doesn't it? We can't just sit back and expect that God, the divine, is going to grab us and shake us and make us do things. We've got to be here. We got to be alive. And once we are on that path, and we're going to study classes, we're going to the temple, the synagogue, the church on Sundays and Wednesdays and Fridays, whenever it is that you want to go, you will begin to feel more alive. But you know, it's like that law of energy. What you put in, you will get out. You put very little in and you fill your life with just sitting there going, oh, he's so lucky and she's so lucky. You're not going to get much out, are you? Now listen to this again. I want to read this chorus again. I feel so alive for the very first time. I can't deny you. That's power. That is so powerful. And I want you to think about what's it going to take for you to feel so alive that you cannot deny the presence of God, the presence of the divine in your life. What's it going to take? Have you thought about that? You know, I was thinking as we were putting this together about what cool story out of the Bible would resonate with this, you know, and I went back to Proverbs, and if you remember the story, King Solomon, who's the son of David, he takes over as the king of Israel, and King Solomon had a vision one night, and God came to him and said, you know, what do you want? You can have anything that you want. And King Solomon said, you know, I want wisdom. I want wisdom. Like, that was amazing to think about, you know, that of anything he could ask for, you know, bigger kingdom, more wives, whatever it might have been, he asked for wisdom, you know. What is wisdom? Wisdom is knowing right from wrong. Wisdom is putting your knowledge into action. Like, knowledge is information, and that's good. We all need more knowledge. But knowledge by itself is useless. So he asked for wisdom. So he said, you know, I want the knowledge to do the right thing, but then I want to be able to have the strength and the courage to put it into action. What do you need to do today to get more information, more knowledge? And what do you need today to do to put it into action? Do you need to be involved with a community, a group, a service, a church? What do you need to do to put it into action, to maybe hold yourself accountable? Like, it's one thing having the information, right? But it's another thing to put it into action. I got to tell you the story. This is amazing. A friend of mine a while ago was telling me about her father who had been sick for quite a long time, and he was always a very closed man with his emotions, you know. I didn't say a lot to his wife over the many years that they were together, and he knew he was coming towards the end of his life, and he was going to be passing on. And he was, again, a closed man, so he wasn't used to emoting. He wasn't used to sharing, you know, love and gratitude. He just wasn't him. He just never learned it, never did it. So as he's getting closer to passing, and he knows he's quite ill, and everyone knows he's quite ill, he puts wisdom into action. He calls his wife and he says, over to him, and he says, I need to talk to you for a minute. And he said, over the years, I haven't done this enough. I haven't told you how much I love you. I haven't told you how much all of the dinners that you made for our family, every night of the week, 7 nights a week, for years and years and years, how much I appreciated that. I haven't told you that every dinner was fantastic. I haven't told you how much I love you. I haven't told you that you're the only woman for me. And ever since the first time I met you, you have been the only woman for me. You have been the only woman I've ever loved. You will be the only woman I'll ever love. And he went on and on and on. And he was saying, you need to know this. You need to know this. And I need to apologize for not telling you more often. But I need you to know this right now. And she got up and, thanked him and said, I love you too. And he said, no, I really love you. And she put him to bed and she went out and he passed away that night. Now, to me, we could look at that and say, well, he should have said that a lot more over the 60 years they were married. But you know what was important? Is that he acted when he did. That he took the knowledge that he had to share all these things and he put it into action, which means he used wisdom. Isn't that awesome? Is there something that you can take from this to feel more alive with God, to feel more alive with the divine energy? Is there someone that you need to talk about and talk to and let them know how much they mean to you? Like, instead of just knowing that they know you love them, is this maybe a time to write a note, to make a phone call, to send an email specifically saying, and this is why I love you, and this is what I have gratitude for, and this is why I'm thankful, and this, and this, and this? Like, instead of just knowing information, why don't we put it into action? Why don't we be like Solomon and ask God every day you wake up for the wisdom needed this day to do the right thing, to take the right action, to say the right words. Right there, our lives will change. Right there. I want to ask you to challenge yourself. I want you to think about that. Like I'm looking at all these things that he said to his wife. I wrote down, when I was talking to her, I left and I got in the car and started scribbling out all the things that he said. He took the information and acted upon it, which meant he used his wisdom. Let's go today. Let's go forward today. Let's make a decision today to become invincible, to use that knowledge, to put it into action in service of the divine, to lift someone else's spirits. If you want more information, visit me at talkdavid.com for more blogs and more videos on all kinds of great topics. And as a traveling minister, if your congregation needs a minister, if someone's on vacation or needs a break or whatever it might be, contact me via talkdavid.com. I would love to come and help you out as an interim minister, okay? Have the most awesome day. Keep the faith. I'm David Essel. Talk to you later.